Now introducing 2 pages of a book that I'll never finish. The Plague by Nolan O'Delius. It started with a scream, not the shrill squeaking of a little girl on Christmas, but a shriek of pure, absolute terror. Then there was the flying pickup truck overhead. No, not flying. Being hurled across the street. Then the worst part. The earth-shattering crash of the pickup truck that exploded into 1,000,000 pieces killed my mother, making me an orphan. My father left when I was 3 years old. I don't remember much about him. All I know is he drank, did drugs, and beat my mama. Then my mom called the police, and he was gone the next day. Me and my mama were at the bank. I was waiting in the car. She walked out of the bank smiling because we would be getting ice cream once she was done. As she reached for the door handle on the driver's side, I heard that scream, that terrified, blood-curdling scream that gave me goosebumps and still does to this day. The truck that was thrown, then the fatal explosion. The truck landed facing downward. That must have cracked the engine or something. Gas must have leaked into it because the truck exploded. A huge piece of it was launched into the air towards the driver's side of my car. My mom didn't stand a chance. I watched the huge piece of metal was hurled towards her, crushed her like a bug against the car. The huge chunk pushed the car onto its roof. I couldn't see my mom, but there was a huge blood stain on the window. I knew she was gone. My ears were ringing. I couldn't hear myself crying. It was like my eardrums were turned into a never-ending doorbell. Then I remembered something had to throw the truck. Several people were running with an expression on their faces as I struggled to free myself from the seatbelt of the upside-down SUV. It wouldn't budge. I screamed and yelled for my mother, but nobody heard. Nobody even listened. Blood was overflowing to my head, giving me a massive headache and making my ears ring even more than they were before. I struggled to free myself. The tears were flowing from my eyes, and it was not making it any easier. That's when I saw her. Or it. She had long flowing hair, jet black hair. She was wearing a once beautiful dress with a white flower pinned to her shoulder on the shoulder of a sky blue fabric. There was dirt and grease stains all over it now, along with a very small yet noticeable splotches of blood. "Help!" I yelled at the top of my lungs. "Please, help!" I should have stayed quiet. She spun around and revealed a very pale face with blood all over it. The face had crackled lips that looked like a broken nose, but that wasn't the worst part. Her eyes were glowing yellow. Yeah, that's all I ended up writing. That's what happens, kids, when you get bored. You end up reading something that you wrote a couple of years ago to YouTube. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is not usually what I have on this channel, but I found these laying around, and I don't have any urge to finish it. As you can tell, I'm not a very good writer. If anybody wants to take that, then go ahead. I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.